What's up, folks? Welcome back to the channel. My name is MFozzii, and today we have a brand new 352 custom tactics video, including player instructions and everything you need to know, and you even getting a feature of my lockdown trim and bed hair haircut. So hit like if you're enjoying the haircut. But real quick before we dive in, just want to say thank you for all the support we've had in the videos on the channel recently. It's been fantastic to see the channel continually grow. Videos are going down well, based on views and likes, so thank you for that, guys. And as always, if you do enjoy this video, please be sure to hit the like button. Lets me know you're enjoying the content, and if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and help me on this content journey. And just real quick, don't worry about the 90 chemistry and Mbappe being on like 2 chemistry. I had Delot playing here. Team was on 97 or 98 chemistry. I sold him because I needed to get some coins to keep working on Nedved's SBC. And then I just had to put a player in to be able to show you guys the custom tactics. So 352, I used it on and off throughout this weekend league, and these are the main tactics, but at the end I will explain a variation of tactics if you want. So as you can see, we play a balance, 5 width, 5 depth, and then 5 width, 5 players in box, 2 corners, and 2 free kicks. It's a fairly simple and like what you'd almost expect, isn't it? There's nothing special when it comes to the defensive and offensive tactics. It's more so the player instructions that aid this formation quite a lot. Now, obviously, 5 at the back and 3 at the back are becoming more popular, so you will play against them a bit more. But still, a lot of the 4 at the backs, like the 4-2-3-1, is still popular, and I find the 3-5-2 works fantastic against it. Actually, at the start of the year, when everyone ran 4-2-3-1, 3-5-2 was incredible with how I countered it. But you can see how we line up in game. Basically, I've been using I only had one centre back in Cannavaro because I want my central centre back to be a true out and out centre back, but you want the full backs out wide because full back centre back meta, and then obviously just having that pace for any breakthroughs and through balls is fantastic. 2 true CDMs. I'm using a right back as a right mid. You'll see why for the instructions. But yeah, just a nice well-rounded system, and even if you start with 4 in the back, 5 in the back, or obviously 3 at the back, you can fit your team to fit this formation quite nicely. And even if it's not your main formation, I would recommend having this as a possible tweak the tactics and have it as like you're chasing the game formation, because it helps you quite a lot. But we have the instructions: goalkeeper balanced, nothing new there. Centre backs all default, nothing to really show or change. We'll look at the centre defensive mids first, because this is probably the biggest change I've made in using this system, and it's that they both run just cut passing lanes and cover centre. There's no stay back on them. Now, what you'll often find is that most 3-5-2 formations, at least one person would run stay back. But a few guys in Discord, I mean, we're speaking about how CDMs at the minute on balanced work really well in the game. Now, obviously, if you run 4 at the back, your CDMs on balance, you need at least 1 fullback on stay back, so you're not going to have that usual high press fullback involvement. But just whatever's happening right now in the game, however EA have coded it, your defensive mids, particularly like actual CDM roles, not a centre mid playing a defensive mid role, your actual CDM roles and formations, if you just put them on cut passing lanes and cover centre and not stay back, they float around the pitch really well, they defend well, they get involved well, it just creates a lot of opportunities for you. So I have 2 high defensive, medium attack, work great players here, both 3-star, 3-star. I would recommend trying to have a box-to-box player here in replace of one of them, because they are going to be up and down the pitch a bit more. You want that level of creativity, but it just helps you with your shape quite a lot. Now, the wide midfielders both have the same tactics, so they both come back on defense and get in behind. Now, this is because 3 at the back, obviously, rather than having 4 defenders, you get 3. You can be a bit vulnerable sometimes, especially if you've been pushing up. Whenever you pull these guys back, as you can imagine, if you were just to drag them down on the screen here, it makes it look like a 5-2-1-2. So this formation essentially defends as a 5-2-1-2. Depending on how you set up your cam and your strikers, it can defend like a 5-3-2 as well. So obviously they're not naturally they sit naturally a bit further up than the wing backs would. Now this has pros and cons. They sit a bit further up, so your build up play is a bit easier, but what I will note, and I've said it in all my 5 back videos, if you I'll put links to the 5-2-1-2 and the 5-3-2 down below, for whatever reason, when you run 5 at the back and have a wing back going forward, sometimes fullbacks, so someone's playing a 4 at the back, the fullback doesn't always track the run of the wing back, but a centre mid and a right mid, they track the runs more. So you have pros and cons. The position is a little bit more offensive to begin with, but the runs will get tracked a bit better. I think that's just something in the code that's just worth keeping in mind. And these do change in the variant that I'll mention in a second. Your cam, I run on just get into the box. For quite some time, I was a big advocate of running and stay forward and get into the box, and even free roam sometimes. Whatever way this weekend, I had him try. I started on stay forward, and I felt like the build-up play was just lacking. There was too big of a gap between the CDMs and the cam. Obviously, I'm used to running systems where the cam is on stay forward free roam when I have center mids, but when the CDMs evolved, there's too much of a gap, so you need that cam to roam up and down. El Shaarawy is medium, so he wasn't running back too much, so it's a nice thing. You want a medium or high medium player in here ideally. Now your right striker is stay central, get in behind and stay forward, and your left striker is just purely get in behind. Now left strikers are sort of preferred this year in regards to getting through on goal. I don't know why, they just seem to perform a bit better. So, and through balls are that big. If Neymar was on stay forward, he wouldn't be able to make that PSC run straight through the line, because he will be floating a bit deeper than Mkhitaryan. In this case, Mkhitaryan gets the ball from me, he stay forward, he can hold it up. Neymar is going to be running to get into the play, and then he's all getting behind, so he's just going to make one big dirt and run for me, and that is just, it works well this year, especially whenever you've got your then wide midfielders both darting down the sides getting ready for options, and then you have El Shaarawy in the build-up play. So that is the 3-5-2, and that's how to play it. Recording videos once a week, you kind of your voice starts to go, but as I said, there is a variant you can use for this, and it's, you would take your right mid and left mid off, come back on defense, and just run them unbalanced. And what you do is you play one of your CDMs on stay back. So if the main tactics I've just shown you, if you are playing with them and you find them a little bit too defensive, because personally for me, it wasn't that they were defensive, it's the build up play. Typically, I love to rush the play. I love to just fast build up and try and get the ball in the box and try and score. But that hinders me in the higher games. It's what stopped me hitting elite. So I've started to try and play that a little bit slower and build up, be a bit more patient. So this setup worked quite well for me. Wasn't too defensive, wasn't too fast build up. But if you feel like, okay, they're not bombing forward as much as they like, maybe it's taking a little bit longer, and you want to be able to have that fast build up, literally just flick these guys onto basic, run them like that, and then change one of these guys to stay back. And that's all you need to do. So that is technically two variants of the 3-5-2 you can use. I would recommend trying the first one, and then if you feel you need a little bit of attacking edge, switch to what I've just shown you, and that is that. So if you guys did enjoy the video, please be sure to leave a like rating, as I said at the start of the video, and if you new to the channel, hit subscribe, just help me out in the content journey. Let me know in the comments how you get on with these tactics. Obviously the past few videos we've had people let me know how the tactics go on. We had one person who may not agree with them that much, had lots of people love them, some people just giving feedback on tweaks on what they end up doing to make it suit their playstyle, because at the end of the day it is all personal preference. So let me know how they get on for you. Also let me know in the comments if there's any formations you want to see. People have been asking for the 4-4-2 and 4-2-2 and 4-2-3-1. 4-2-3-1 we made a video on in the past couple of weeks. We made a wide variant and a normal variant, so they'll be linked down below with the 5 backs. We have like 4 video links down below, but if it helps people find what they need, it helps them find what they need. 4-4-2, I have been testing the second variant off of the CDM, so that could very well be next week's episode. And then if obviously there's anything else, any other formations you guys want to see, just let me know. But that is me for today's video. I will see you in the next one, and enjoy the rest of your day, guys. Thank you for watching. Have a good one.